Steiner Green and Feiner really went to bat for my case, and, you know, it changed my life. Thank you for getting me $270,000.
Call Steiner Green and Feiner.
800-561-1111.
The 7 Sports Team, only on the news station. Now on 7 News.
Transportation talks between leaders in Key Biscayne as they call a ban into question. Danger on duty when 2 police cruisers crash in Fort Lauderdale, leaving behind a charred aftermath. A large brush fire burning in the Everglades, the smoke blanketing parts of South Florida. State of emergency, North Carolina residents preparing against Hurricane Aaron. We continue to track the storm. And a reckless driver causing an explosive emergency. A look at the dramatic video. Plus, passion paying off for a South Florida student as she gets recognized for flying high. Good morning, South Florida. I'm Alex Diarmas.
And I'm Tavares Jones. Today in Florida at 10 starts now.
This is 7 News Today in Florida.
Concerns along the coast, the massive Hurricane Aaron moving north, but sending concerning conditions to the East Coast shores. Popular beaches in North Carolina, Maryland, Virginia, Delaware, New Jersey, and New York, too, have issued no swimming orders until the storm passes. Meantime, here's a live view of North Bay Village on this Wednesday morning, where everyone is seeing and smelling the smoke from a brush fire out in the Everglades.
It's a busy morning when it comes to weather. Let's get you a check of your weather as you start your day. Meteorologist Erica Delgado in the Plex with the first look for us. Erica, good morning.
Hey, Tavares, good morning. Definitely lots to talk about here in South Florida, so we'll start with the most pressing matter, at least for us here, and it's all that smoke that we're waking up to, affecting those with respiratory illnesses, allergies, and even those that don't normally have allergies and may be affecting your eyesight. So yes, there's a few fires across West Broward, another one near Naples, and the reason we're seeing that smoke in our direction is because we have a northwest wind as of late last night. So the winds now bring that smoke from those fires in our direction, unfortunately. So that's going to be the case, some of that smoke even reaching across portions of the Florida Keys, and that's going to stick around for a little bit. Later on tonight, we'll have more of a west wind, so maybe our southern locations won't be getting as much smoke, but still plenty of that across Broward County. It will create hazy skies tonight. It's also affecting our air quality. We'll start off in Broward County, where the air quality has now been deemed unhealthy. This is a level 4 out of 6, and it's all of Broward County. Try to limit your time outdoors today if possible, because even in Miami-Dade, we're at a moderate level air quality. That's a level 2 out of 6, and that moderate level continues down into portions of the Florida Keys as well. Today is possibly one of those days. Just try to stay indoors, excuse me, as much as possible. Visibility is back to 10 miles, so good, but earlier today we had it up to 5-7 miles, and it's because the smoke was so dense across some areas in Broward and northeast Miami-Dade. And there's that wind out of the northwest, 5 to 15 miles per hour. It'll pick up in speed from time to time. In addition, we don't have any influence from the ocean, which means we don't have that nice sea breeze, which means that temperatures will be on the steamy side, mid-90s. Heat advisory for Broward and Miami-Dade as our feels-like temperatures could be reaching as high as 110 degrees. We're dry right now, but you'll see the general flow of showers and storms around South Florida, northwest to southeast, so we'll leave a chance for a few storms this afternoon. Not everyone will see storms, but there will be a few around. And of course, the latest on Hurricane Aaron, winds are up to 100 miles per hour, beginning to move a little faster now at 13 miles per hour, moving towards the north-northwest. And Aaron isn't the only system we're watching. We're also watching 2 tropical waves in the Atlantic that are lined up for development already at medium chances. We'll take a closer look at all that coming up in my full forecast.
All right, Erica, meantime, Hurricane Aaron expected to bring dangerous surf to the eastern seaboard. Michael Yoshida is in North Carolina with a look at the conditions.
Water rescues up and down the East Coast as Hurricane Aaron churns up powerful waves and life-threatening rip currents.
It's been very dangerous out here. Very dangerous yesterday. We had between 60 and 70 rescues.
Popular beaches in North Carolina.
But it's like he's trying to run a one-man band out there. Behind his seat. And he's coming. This is a make or break season. He's got to make an impact.
Good morning.
morning, you beautiful people out there across the lands having a good day. I hope so far, taking those kids to school, having conversations. Shout out to the freaking 80 people in the building, V, coming into the chat today. We got a lot to talk about. I got headlines for you. I got a lot of interesting things that you're going to want to hear. Obviously, Trump and Zelensky. We're going to read it down on the house right now. We're back in the building today. What is it, Wednesday, the 20th, blowing by of August. I'm sitting here right now. I got my boy V in the building right now, hanging out, getting ready to talk about a lot of shit today. And V, let me get it right. When you come in here, don't get your panties in a bunch, because Vaughn and I, you know how we get. All right, we got it down. We got it down. You know how we're feeling in the building right now. Shout out to the 100 people in the building. We just started the live stream. Welcome back today to the Brandon Mason Show. I'm just saying, you got to love that. You got to love that. You got to love that, V, coming in the building right now. I got a little round of applause. It's feeling pretty damn good today. People in the chat right now, how the hell you feeling? What state are you based in? Drop it in the chat right now. What state are you based in? Let me know where the hell you're at, because people coming in today, we got a lot to talk about. I got my suit on, my little, you know what I'm saying, little sport coat blue, you know, hanging out today. I try to switch it up, because if I wear red, V, if I wear red into the building every time we talk politics, you know what they're going to be saying, right? You know how they're going to be feeling like, oh, yeah, comes B. Mason in the building, rocking in his little, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. His little red jacket. Oh, he's a super MAGA supporter. Look, that's not what it's about. It's about telling them the reality. You know what I mean? I try to tell them the truth. The jacket's the jacket. You get what I'm saying? So
when you say you're a Trump supporter, but you're not MAGA, what's the difference?
Look, I'm coming into the building right now. Here's the difference. Look, when you're a Trump supporter, or if you're a Republican or a Democrat, you look, I'm going to show up and say what I am. You know what I'm saying? I believe in this, but I'm not running around just ranting, raving. And I believe MAGA supporters do that. All love to the MAGA supporters too, right? I'm showing love to everybody. You know what I'm saying? But I love the MAGA supporters.
No, it's the difference between the MAGA supporters and MAGA, like the people that are like, true. I'm MAGA. Okay, I feel you. They're riding around. They got the trucks with the. Okay. Look, I'm just saying, you could be a MAGA supporter, love and appreciate you. I'm just saying, when I show up in public, I'm not the one being overly outspoken. On my show, I'm outspoken. I like telling the truth, telling the reality. Just letting people know how I'm feeling right now. We got a lot to talk about. Let me show the headlines today, V, because we're getting into it today. Again, Wednesday, damn, 20th already. I'm ready for the summer. I feel like it was summer. Now the kids are back at school. I'm like, I just want to get through the week. I feel like summer's coming back around to get out of school. But we got a long freaking year. We got a long year, and it's hot as shit in Miami, boy. I'm going to read some messages right now. Trump meets Zelensky at the White House. Shout out to the 250 people in the building right now. If you're watching live, smack that damn like button right now. And by the way, V, starting tomorrow, every time we hit 1,000 people, we're going to do it for the whole month. The whole month of September. We're going to start with August here. Every time we hit over 1,000 people, bang, we're spinning the wheel. We're spinning the wheel. It's back into effect. People in the chat said, I know what the wheel is. Some people said, what the hell is the wheel? Let them know. We spin the wheel, give out money on our show. Let people know what we're talking about today. I want you guys to know we're going to bring that back. First and foremost, because you beautiful people watching, you know we got to get the wheel back into effect. Listen, White House rejects the blank check, though, for Ukraine, saying, look, we're going to that, saying, look, we're going to help you, but it's not an open blank check. We got videos we're going to show today about how Trump felt about that, NATO, all that. Washington, D.C. is slowly getting handled by National Guard, FBI, and police. They're starting to look into that. The police force said, look, we got to get this under control. Trump might extend the time that he has National Guard there. That was brought up today. U.S. military warships, the warships, V, you said this, heading out to Venezuela. It says to take on Maduro and dangerous drug cartel. Yeah. You said that, V. You called that a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, no, because they said that it was a $50 million bounty on his head. They got a bounty. Not on his head, like they want him dead, but they want him arrested. It's on his head, V. Yeah, it's on his head. It's on his head. Yeah. But look, is that worth it for somebody? Because like you're putting your life on the line for $50 million. Like you're really going to die. Hey, like messing with over a president though. It's like I agree. Over that's scary. Better come correct. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Hey, it is what it is. Trump's border wall gets hot upgrade. It says Trump reveals deterrent features, new features for the wall, saying, "Hey, you better stay back. Shit's getting a little dangerous." They got some. What's the features? We're gonna tell them in the show today. Okay. If they're watching live, we're gonna have to show them today in the show. Shout out to the 300 people in the building. Make some noise! If you're watching live right now, smack that damn like button. Listen, if you're watching live, we get you 100 likes in the next 30 seconds. I'll give a lucky person right now $100 in the chat.
Everyone that's watching live, all you got to do if you're watching me on your mobile device right now, double tap your screens right now. Bang, bang, bang. Double tap your screens right now. We get to 100 likes. Hurry up. The countdown has started. 30 seconds. I will give a lucky one of you $100 right now on the show. If you're watching live, freaking easy. Get it popping. Get it going right now. I'll put the countdown on the screen in just a minute. We'll give you guys another chance. Make sure you do that. Who's in the building right now? Donald Duck, Christina, Lisa, Tracy, Thornton, big time. Our freaking moderators, Tracy, Christina, Pipple, Mama, Candy. We love and appreciate them in the building. We got Roger in the house. Let me scroll on up and take a look who's in here. Victoria, how you feeling? Feel the steel. How the hell are you doing? Welcome to the show. By the way, Lisa Lindsay, we love and appreciate you. We got something going out to you for a membership. We love and appreciate you. Script Bot in the building. Welcome to the show. We got our boys, Nathan, Jeffrey. You know they're a part of every show. You know what I'm saying? Chrome in the building.
Make some noise!
Our newest moderator to the freaking show, Chrome. He is freaking phenomenal. Love having him in the chat right now. Thanks for joining our show today. We always say to moderators, we name one of the ladies, we go, Chrome. Beast mode coming in from the corner. Can't forget him in the chat. As other people coming in right now, if you're new to the show, let us know right now. Dave Townsend in the building. If you're new to the show, let us know right now. Les Chief in the building said, Les Chief, I got something. I don't know if he's talking about this or not, V, but if you're stressed out,
Smoke weed every day.
might be what he's talking about. Big Bill in the building. All right, let's get to it. Tropical storm alerts expand in U.S. as monster hurricane Aaron turns closer. V, hurricanes nowadays. I mean, hurricanes, they're coming. They're going, they're striking. It used to be Miami Hurricanes. Shit, move down here, you see a hurricane. I haven't seen a bad hurricane in maybe once since I've been here, 15 years. They're going everywhere else.
This is my second year living here. And like last year, no hurricane. This year, it doesn't look like there's going to be one.
I got people saying, I'm not moving down there because I don't want to risk myself, life of hurricanes and ruining my house.
And I live on the beach.
Shit, Von lives on the beach. Von's enjoying himself. Von is single man. All the ladies in the chat, Von's a single man out here. You know what I'm saying? Running around Miami and enjoying his life. I'm out here. I got four deep in Miami Beach is a lot different than single.
You already did your thing, though.
Yeah, you living life, live the fast lane. Hey, it's part of what we're doing out here right now. Tropical storm, they said it's coming. It's smacking all over the place. Texas has been getting hit. Carolina was hit. You look through these places, you're like, damn, they're getting smacked with the hurricanes. And people are like, Miami Hurricanes, don't move down there. I feel like I'm protected. It kind of come across land, goes out back to the water. We're just living here, especially if you live in the middle of the state. I'm just saying, I don't really think you got anything to worry about. People in the chat right now, welcome to the damn show. Moving on. Paddleboarder, V. Paddleboarder encounters a great white shark up close in California.
I actually seen that yesterday. Like his board was bit and broke in half, right?
Look, I don't know what you saw, V. I saw a guy on a paddleboard was just like frozen out there. I didn't see, again, V likes to get to the part where he watches the danger zone. You know what I'm saying? In the danger zone, that's V. I'm out here just like, look, I'm just trying to see, okay, it's leading up to it. We can turn that. I know that shit's about to get violent. We see the alligator coming up. There's someone on the side of the road there. Boom, I turn the script. I know what that's about to turn into. V's like, let me put it on rewind. Let me just see how many times we can see this person get destroyed here.
Nah, not for those purposes.
V's out there watching whatever the hell. No. Listen, I saw a paddleboarder just frozen up on the water. And the thing is, living down here, you talk about, and I still don't know the damn difference between alligator and a crocodile, I'll be honest. There's a difference. Whatever one I say first, there's crocodile, there's alligator. To me, same shit. I think one's saltwater, one's not, but they're both destructive. That's how I look at it. But the shark, when you get to great white shark up close and personal, you're talking about a massive mammal in the water that can come and clear house. I don't take those chances anymore. 39 years old, I don't take those chances. You might. I don't take them. You get in the ocean?
Nah.
Not why?
Not because of that. I really just don't go on the beach that much. Like I can go on the strip, like Ocean Drive and stuff. But I don't go on the beach. There's like no relief from the sun. It's just hot out there.
I'm talking about the water.
But I will go in the water, but I don't really go in the water like that because I don't really go on the beach like that.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
What you're saying is I don't go to the beach, so I'm going to water. Yeah. It's not the water, it's the beach. It's kind of what you're saying.
Yeah, I go in the water, but
not paddleboarding.
No, not too far in the ocean. I don't do all that. Yeah.
Can you guys in the chat picture me out there on the paddleboard, just out there, just 1, 2, out there with your knees on it? You can't put your feet in the water. If you got your legs in the water, you're out there. I'm not gonna lie. I see people out there just enjoying life. 50, I'm not gonna say 50 feet deep, but I'm saying 10 feet deep, 20 feet deep, paddleboarding with your feet in the water in the ocean. Come on now.
I would be more concerned about drowning.
V's out there in this
I'm a decent swimmer. I can swim a little bit, but I'm more concerned about drowning than a shark attack. I'm
concerned because we'll get to a key point here is Trump Zelensky people come in the chat. I want to hear about Trump. You know, I'll tell you this. I just feel like a dead man duck floating around in a circle out there, just sitting on a paddleboard with your legs in the water. And if you look at it from a standpoint of what we see on land, you just see someone sitting on a paddleboard. You go underwater 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet, you just see somebody's legs flapping in the water. And sharks is all over the place. People say there's no sharks there. There's sharks there.
Yeah.
There is sharks there. 1,000%. Not having it. Not dealing with it. V, I think you feel the same kind of way here. Virginia teens suspended for questioning a transgender student about being in boys' locker room. The teen was, V, we talked about this yesterday, right? We didn't get suspended, though. We're still here. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get suspended. We can talk about the shit. We're here tomorrow. Guy willing YouTube. We're here. Virginia teen suspended, though, for questioning a transgender. So we're talking about teens questioning other people in the school. Like, hey, why are you in the boys' locker room? Like, what the hell's going on here?
So
suspended.
It's a woman transitioning into a man, or a man transitioning into a woman.
Not gonna lie, don't really know, but they're the same to me.
No, I'm just saying who got suspended.
Yeah,
it was a boy.
Yeah, so we're talking about that in the show.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna have to. I'll pull it up and link. I agree with you though. You need to know which one. We're gonna break it down. Let's break it down. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I'm saying to me, I really don't know. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
All right. Florida executes man for 1982 murder of insurance office worker abducted from office. 1982 murder, V. Beyond our time, we weren't even thought of. I was born in 86, just in case people wonder. V, what year are you born?
94.
Okay. V's born in 94. I'm born in 86. You know, V, the murder was in 1982. It took him, what? It's 2025. That's 25 years. Plus 18. No mathematician, right? 25 plus 20. 45 minus 2, 43. I'll do my math. 43. You heard that shit, right?
Yeah.
Education's on point. Hey, what did I say? 43?
He said, yeah.
43 years it takes. 43 years it takes. People in the chat right now, over 500 people in the building. 43 years it takes, and you're going to now execute a man. Look, it might have been well-deserved. I'm going to go into that later on. We're about to get to the Trump key takeaways with Zelensky. Can't forget that. But just in general, talking about that, 43 years, now you're going to execute the man?
Yeah.
Could have did that 30 years ago.
Yeah, and my thing is, like, sitting on death row that whole time anyways, like, you basically executed him anyway. Like, he's sitting there, let him, like, get his redemption, his personal redemption, let him come to terms with whatever he has to come to terms with, and just let him die naturally. I mean,
he's already been there for so long.
Yeah. But I mean,
but I'm no fan of him trying to help him out.
Yes, I'm not a fan of him. Right. I'm just saying, like,
it is what it is.
Yeah, you know.
And moving on here. So let's get to it, V. Key takeaways. Trump and Zelensky. People in the chat, did you see it? Yes or no? If it's your first time watching, put first time in the chat. Show us some love. Let us know you're here. And look, in the chat right now, do you think there's a difference, V? Zelensky, I got meetings. I'm going to show some clips here. But Zelensky had his meeting, and it was different this time. I'm going to pull those clips up right now because I feel they're making leeway. For the first time, I'm going to show Zelensky arrives, and I'm going to get to the nitty-gritty right now. I was getting ready to show this clip right now. Zelensky in the building right now. Shout out to Twerk Spec in the chat right now, dropping super chats. Everybody in the chat, put Twerk. Big Bill knows what time it is. Lisa knows what time it is. Christina knows what time it is in the chat. Here it is. Oh, said first time. We love and appreciate you. We love and appreciate you if you're in the chat right now. Twerk, we love having you here. How the hell you guys feeling right now? Put Twerk in the chat right now. In the building right now. I'm going to put smack that like button, baby. Right now, just dropped it into the chat. Now, let's get to the clip right here that we got to show, V. Because they're in the building right now, and Zelensky shows up, and they're talking some good stuff. Let's show that clip real fast.
Well, thank you very much. It's an honor to have the president of Ukraine with us. We've had a lot of good discussions, a lot of good talks, and I think progress is being made very many ways. We had a good meeting, as you know, just a short while ago with the president of Russia. And I think there's a possibility that something could come out of it. And today's meeting is very important. We have, I guess, the seven very powerful leaders from Europe. And we're going to be meeting with them right after this meeting. And thank you very much for being here.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. If I can, first of all, thank you for invitation, and thank you very much for your efforts, personal efforts to stop killings and stop this war. Thank you. And using this opportunity, many thanks to your wife, First Lady of the United States. She sent a letter to Putin about our children, abducted children, and my wife, First Lady of Ukraine, she gave the letter. It's not to you, to your wife.
Oh, I want it.
Yeah. So we're saying this sensitive topic, yes, please. And thanks to our partners, and that you supported this format, that after our meeting we can have leaders who are around us, UK, France, Germany, Italy, Finland, EU, NATO, I mean all partners around Ukraine supporting us. Thanks to them, and thank you very much for invitation.
Yeah, I think Zelensky was a lot more excited about how this was leading into, and also a bit more excited about how the meeting, ended. He said, I kind of got something out of that. He was way more appreciative, I think. And I think, I'll be honest, I think he was more appreciative this time, but I think he was also appreciative last time. I just think what happened was when they came into the end of the feud last time, it was like, wait, we're trying to have it. He kept over talking. They said, you got no freaking leg to stand on right now. Like, they're like, we got to fix your country right now, whether Putin's wrong or whether, you know what I'm saying? In the chat right now, where are you based? Everybody drop your states in the chat right now. 600 people in the chat, drop your freaking states right now, because we don't know where the hell you're based at. V and I are sitting in the building right now like, who are we talking to? Where are they at? Let us know right now. We're 600 people in the building right now watching live. V, I'll tell you this. When I watch the meeting, I'm starting to feel a sense of coming together. And not even just, this is going to sound crazy, I'll get to this later on in the show today. I'm starting to get the feeling of more peace coming. It felt more chaotic end of the last term with Joe Biden. And now I'm starting to get to where I'm like, you know what? Feels a little better, Trump's mediating wars. We can get to that saying, look, let's stop this. Let's stop that. Going around the horn right here trying to stop everything. He can't do everything. I get it. But he's doing his damn best to do that. And so we're going to get some of those key takeaways right now. I know on the screen you're seeing at the bottom key, Trump and Zelensky. It says Trump and Zelensky. I got to slide that over for a second. You guys can see the whole damn thing. I apologize. It says Trump and Zelensky on there. He got a name. Actually, it has two Y's. Did you know that? That Zelensky has two Y's in his name? Trump and Zelensky with two Y's. I've been putting one Y forever. Thought someone made a mistake on the other day. I said, they put Zelensky with two Y's. They're making a mistake on camera. They had the shit right. I had it wrong this whole time. Not going to lie.
Yeah.
I had it right. I said, shit, most people got the shit wrong. Let's take a look at this right now. So he wore a different suit this time around. V, I'm going to show that clip here. He wore a different suit. And they were excited about his suit. And they made it clear that they were like, man, love your suit. Let's take a look.
President Zelensky, you look fabulous in that suit.
I said the same thing.
Yeah, you look good.
I said the same thing.
Yeah, looks good.
I said to the one that attacked you last time. See, now I remember that.
Yeah, I apologize to you. You look wonderful. No, my first question for you, President Zelensky.
In the same suit. You see, I changed you out.
Maybe yours is much better.
He said, look, you can say my suit was bad, but shit, you're wearing the same suit as last time.
Yeah.
I said, look, you got the same suit, bro. You got to fix that damn suit. People watching live in the building right now. We're going to be live across YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, everything. So sometimes on your screen, we have a vertical format, and then we have a horizontal format. Sometimes you'll see everything across, but you'll hear everything loud and clear in the building. Don't worry about that. Look, the key takeaways. They had a little laughter there. I think, and I'll be honest, if I'm sitting back in Ukraine right now, if I'm sitting back over there in Russia right now, and I'm one of those parents sitting back like my kid's at war, none of this shit's funny right now. They're talking about trying to get a ceasefire, talking about trying to get peace in the world. I think this is a great time for shit just to stop then. If we're negotiating stopping a war, V, don't you think, hey, now that we're negotiating, since we're in negotiating stages, why don't we say, hold on a second. Let's not shoot any missiles. Let's not kill anybody. Let's stop for a second. Are we making peace or are we not? Wouldn't that be a good time to do that instead of being like, oh, let these people just, while we're trying to figure this out, just keep on fighting? What do you think about that?
No, I agree. I agree.
Stop, right?
Yes, it definitely needs to be a ceasefire.
I'm just saying right now, while you're going over this shit, hey, we're coming to an agreement right now. You stop for right now until we figure, why would you say, we're coming to an agreement, you guys keep killing each other. You guys keep on doing the damn thing. We're over here having coffee in Alaska, D.C., enjoying ourselves in nice suits, laughing about how we're dressed and all this shit. And that's great. They can do that. But don't you think it's a little kind of fucked up? No?
Yeah.
Kids are
you
dying.
hit it on the money.
Kids are dying over here. Hey, we're going to need to stop the shit now. That's all I'm saying, people in the chat right now. We had over 700 people going in the chat. It's going up and going down. People in the building right now. If you're a subscriber of the show, put an S in the chat right now, please. Over 800 people in the building.
Make some
noise! Look, here's my honest feeling right now. I love the fact that they're trying to do it, and I'm going to show this clip right now that we got to see. It is a lot different than last time. They want to end this war. Putin wants to end this war. Zelensky wants to end this war. Here's what people are saying about it. Let's take a look.
This morning, Ukrainian President Zelensky says he's ready to sit down with Russian President Vladimir Putin after a remarkable display of diplomacy at the White House. Zelensky and 7 European leaders racing to Washington to sit down with Trump, determined to end the war in Ukraine. Zelensky arriving at the White House with a new approach. Dressed in a suit, the president clearly pleased. It was just 6 months ago the two leaders had that disastrous meeting in the Oval Office that turned into a shouting match. Zelensky, a wartime president, was criticized for his attire. This time,
Thousand views. Can we reconnect? I think we can reconnect. Let me see. I think we're back in the booth, V. If you guys can hear us okay in the chat, let us know. We are back in the building. I hope all of it connected properly, and I think we are back in the building right now, V. I think we're live back in the chat. Let me make sure that we're live back in the building. We had a crazy malfunction going on over here. About to show you guys some shit that was about to go crazy, but we are back in the building. I apologize for over 1,000 people in the chat, and sometimes this shit happens, right? We got to just roll with the punches, V. Let's show them what we're about to show them right now. Let's show that clip. I don't know what happened, but we were showing something. I don't think maybe someone didn't want us to show. Something happened. It got cut off. But we're going to show the shit anyway. We're going to try to get back in full effect. I'm trying to see if it's actually even on the damn screen now. I don't think I even showed it on the screen right now, V. A lot of things I was about to pull up right now wasn't saved into the platform. You guys are watching live right now. I greatly appreciate you, but we're back in the booth right now. Let me see if I can let me find that video right now so people can see it, Vaughn, because listen, that shit happens sometimes. Over 1,000 people in the chat, and I was showing that clip that you guys had to see, and I got it right here. We're going to pull it up right now so they can get back right into it, V. And I apologize that happened. Let's see if this is working out. Let's take a look.
This morning, Ukrainian President Zelensky says he's ready to sit down with Russian President Vladimir Putin after a remarkable display of diplomacy at the White House. Zelensky and 7 European leaders racing to Washington to sit down with Trump, determined to end the war in Ukraine. Zelensky arriving at the White House with a new approach. Dressed in a suit, the president clearly pleased. It was just 6 months ago the two leaders had that disastrous meeting in the Oval Office that turned into a shouting match. Zelensky, a wartime president, was criticized for his attire. This time around, both leaders intent on avoiding a repeat.
And thank you very much for your efforts, personal efforts to stop killings and stop this war. Thank you.
But Zelensky was adamant. To end the war in Ukraine, he needs security guarantees in case Russia invades again.
What security guarantees do you need from President Trump to be able to make a deal? Is it American troops, intelligence, equipment? What is it?
Everything. It depends on the big countries, on the United States, on a lot of our friends.
The president says the U.S. will help, but the burden will fall on European countries.
They are first line of defense because they're there. They're Europe. But we're going to help them out also. We'll be involved.
Trump and Zelensky then joining world leaders from France, Germany, Italy, and the UK. The president caught on a hot mic saying Putin wants a deal.
I think he wants to make a deal for me. You understand that? As crazy as it sounds.
And telling reporters the goal is for lasting peace.
We're going to make sure that if there's peace, the peace is going to stay long term.
But the group divided on how to get there. Trump had been pushing for a ceasefire until he met with Putin in Alaska. The Russian leaders said no, and then Trump suddenly argued it was no longer necessary. German Chancellor Friedrich Merz disagreeing.
I can't imagine that the next meeting would take place without a ceasefire. So let's work on that, and let's try to put pressure on Russia.
French President Emmanuel Macron, too.
Idea to ask for a truce or a ceasefire, at least to stop the killings, as we discussed, is a necessity. And we all support this idea.
After meeting behind closed doors for hours, Trump calling Putin and then revealing he began the arrangements for a meeting at a location to be determined between President Putin and President Zelensky. And so the president says after those two leaders come face to face, then he would then join for a separate trilateral meeting, but still major questions on whether this will happen. We have not heard any firm commitments from Russia. And this morning, the French president says he has the greatest doubts that Vladimir Putin actually wants peace.
But he's got to give up something. We've been talking about this. You know what I'm saying? Vladimir, look, Putin, Zelensky, they both got to give up something. And I think Putin's like, I want to take all this. Zelensky's like, you know, we've been doing this for so long. We've been fighting on this. We can't now go down this road this whole damn way and all of a sudden be like, hey, you know, we're going to give you all this shit, all these brave people of Ukraine now. They got used to fighting for what they think they deserve. And I think Putin is like, we have been having a lot of troops killed in combat going after what we think we deserve. People in the chat right now, how are you feeling in the chat? If you're a Trump supporter, put Trump in the chat right now. If you're not, then put no or put impeach. Let me know how the hell you guys feel right now in the damn chat.
They asked Zelensky, they said, are you considering remapping and everything? But he's right now, he's just like, yo, we need to stop the killings.
Yeah.
Like,
I kind of agree with him.
Yeah, let's just ceasefire and then we can talk about all that, like you were saying earlier.
Yeah. Look, let's slow down what the hell's going on. Let's stop the BS. Let's stop what's going on. I hear all these injured people, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people. Trump got on yesterday said millions of people dead. So you're talking millions of people dead over some land.
Yeah. Civilians and troops.
Civilians, troops, hospitals blowing up, kids, all this kind of shit. You know what I'm talking about, people in the chat right now. This is some bullshit. In the chat right now, let's get that USA chant going. Let's get that USA chant going. I don't care where you're based right now. In the chat, get USA going right now. Because you know what? All of us, whether you're a Trump supporter or you're not a Trump supporter, people in here, if you're from the US, let's get it rocking. We appreciate all your countries all around the world. But right now, in the chat, if you're based in the U.S. right now, let's get USA in the damn chat. There's mine. Just drop mine in the building. Let's wave that flag because let me tell you something. We are so damn grateful. I know I am. I'm grateful to live here. It's for real. People over there aren't living how we're living.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You get a chance to come here, bullshit, hang out with me on the show.
Sure.
Right? They're over there. Shit. I don't know what's going on this morning. Am I going to eat this morning? Some places. Other places, like, can I walk down the street? Even Israel and Iran was getting a little crazy for a while. Nothing like what's going on in Ukraine. They are going through some turmoil out there. And I hate to, I'm saying, people are sitting here going, wow, what's going on? We are so damn grateful in this country to show up. And listen, people in the chat
and
came
we get to argue online about this stuff.
Yeah.
And
haters
all
come
of
in.
that. Yeah. And we don't, it don't affect us.
People come in the chat
at
saying a
all.
bunch of shit. People in the chat right now. Look, here's what I want to talk about. Trump, whether you love Trump or hate Trump, right? And I got a lot of videos right here, and I don't know what the hell happened. I was showing some clips, and the shit, it just went down on us, V. I don't know what happened right there. I got a lot of clips to show. Guys, if you're watching live in the building and we show some stuff and they take us off air, stay right there because it'll come right back on. Just give it a second if that happens again. I'm going to try to get all the clips I need right here to be shown. I don't want people to miss out on anything. So if it freezes up for a second, stay right there because we got the cover right now. We got Trump, we got Zelensky, we got them going in a trilateral meeting, okay, together. They're going to meet together. How they're going to do that, be in the same room, that's going to be a little difficult. But literally. They're going to go in the same room and have a conversation after all these people dead?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think it's going to be too difficult for them two to do it. It's not like two soldiers doing it. It's them two, like they're the presidents of their country. So
I kind of feel like Zelensky was in the front lines, kind of felt like
because he kept wearing the vest in the
yeah. Zelensky was like he was walking around like he was in combat, and honestly, he was visiting certain places of Ukraine when he was kind of in the mix. I'm not saying he was out there, with a gun arsenal and all that, but he was out there doing the damn thing for a while, shaking and stirring, getting people involved, and saying, "Look, I appreciate my country." You know what I'm saying? In the chat right now, if you're watching live, here's what I don't get though, V. Before I show these other clips, don't you feel a sense of like, I understand, and I know it says Trump and Putin key takeaways because we had to restart the stream and it wasn't saved on here. Let me make a change real quick. People watching live right now, take a look at it. You'll see instead of being Trump and Putin, that's going to change this to say Trump and Zelensky. We had to restart our live stream, so I apologize. It wasn't saved on there. So there we go. Zelensky, bang! I just got that saved right there. Make that adjustment, and I apologize. The conversation we're having today is about Trump and Zelensky. And so what's hard to understand is, and you said this, they're going to come together and be in the same room together. I feel it is very difficult when you can look another guy, like Ukraine literally is going, why did you do that? It isn't like they had an argument on the phone and this happened, and someone looks at your girl a certain way and then you say something or someone gets mouthy with your mom. It's like Russia came in and said, we're taking over. This has been years of coming of things that he believed in and just started the killing and the missiles and the bombing and all that kind of shit. So I think it's going to be really difficult to look another president in the eyes and I think it's going to be harder for Putin to do that, my opinion. I think for Zelensky, he goes, I want to end this shit. What are you doing? I think Putin's like, I did this for a reason. I don't think that reason is clear yet to a lot of people. I don't have a clear understanding. I can't understand why you would want to do all of this over a piece of land. Just saying. You think, millions of people dead.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be hard for Putin to look him in the eyes.
You think he's going to come?
Yeah, he's just going to pull up.
Like whatever.
Yeah.
We'll do what he got to do.
Yeah.
Zippity doodah in the chat.
Happened.
We got people in the chat. Zippity Doodah in the chat. Lisa Lindsay, Annie, Paul Moreno, a lot of new people. Skyler in the building. How you feeling, Clyde? Will Trump end the war? Yes or no? And listen, if we get cut off right now, I got clips I want to pull up on the damn screen. And I don't know. Listen, I'm pissed off, V. I'm pissed off. I was showing this shit, and it went down. The system went down. It said, "Holy shit!" I was like, "What happened? Why did the whole damn system just turn off?" So I wasn't sure why that happened. And so when I reconnected this system here and we came back on live stream, some of the videos I want to show today weren't in there. So I'm reloading them right now into the system so we can show them for people to see. So I apologize. If that happens again, you're watching live, listen, if we get cut off for some reason because YouTube said, we're not showing that, then just stay right there because it's going to come back on. The conversation I want to have, let me pull it up right now, make sure I got it. V, do you feel a meeting together, the only thing that can come of this in this conversation is ceasefire? When the ceasefire happens, which I believe that's going to happen, ceasefire, and there's going to be a peace deal. And I think I think the European leaders came in and they said, we're behind you as a blanket to make sure that we get this right.
They said they're going to do Article 5 like protection.
Yeah.
That's like if you, even though Ukraine is not NATO, like we're going to treat them like they're NATO for right now. If you attack them, you're attacking all of NATO. So
I feel like they kind of are NATO at this point.
But not officially.
No. But I mean, the whole point was Russia did not want them to join NATO. That was the big thing, right? And I think the biggest problem is Russia doesn't want, and Putin, he might be friends with Trump in person, but he doesn't want us to have our military and all this in Ukraine, right next to Russia, because they do something a little sly. We're right there to start doing some shit. I think he is not like that.
Well, half of Ukraine used to be a part of the Soviet Union, so
Russia's trying to take the shit back. They're coming in trying to take everything back.
Yeah,
and I think the meeting between the two with Trump and Zelensky, and I'm gonna slide it over right now. The meeting with the two people there was like, look, what came of it, right? And that's what people want to know. What came of it? And so my problem that I have, you're watching live in the building right now. If you're watching live, I appreciate it. So we can't speak properly. Who can't speak? Me or V? Let me know. Who can't talk in the building right now? If you're watching live, if you're a Republican, put an R in the chat. If you're a Democrat, put a D in the chat right now. R for Republican, D right now for Democrat. As we show that clip, people that are just coming in right now said, what clip were you talking about? I'll show that clip again and load it up while you watch this, while I load the other information in the system. If it goes down again, I'll pull it back up. Stay right there.
This morning, Ukrainian President Zelensky says he's ready to sit down with Russian President Vladimir Putin after a remarkable display of diplomacy at the White House. Zelensky and 7 European leaders racing to Washington to sit down with Trump, determined to end the war in Ukraine. Zelensky arriving at the White House with a new approach. Dressed in a suit, the president clearly pleased. It was just 6 months ago the two leaders had that disastrous meeting in the Oval Office that turned into a shouting match. Zelensky, a wartime president, was criticized for his attire. This time around, both leaders intent on avoiding a repeat.
And thank you very much for your efforts, personal efforts to stop killings and stop this war. Thank you.
But Zelensky was adamant. To end the war in Ukraine, he needs security guarantees in case Russia invades again.
What security guarantees do you need from President Trump to be able to make a deal? Is it American troops, intelligence, equipment? What is it?
Everything. It depends on the big countries, on the United States, on a lot of our friends.
The president says the U.S. will help, but the burden will fall on European countries.
They are first line of defense because they're there. They're Europe. But we're going to help them out also. We'll be involved.
Trump and Zelensky then joining world leaders from France, Germany, Italy, and the UK. The president caught on a hot mic saying Putin wants a deal.
I think he wants to make a deal for me. You understand that? As crazy as it sounds.
And telling reporters the goal is for lasting peace.
We're going to make sure that if there's peace, the peace is going to stay long term.
But the group divided on how to get there. Trump had been pushing for a ceasefire until he met with Putin in Alaska. The Russian leaders said no. And then Trump suddenly argued it was no longer necessary. German Chancellor Friedrich Merz disagreeing.
I can't imagine that the next meeting would take place without a ceasefire. So let's work on that and let's try to put pressure on Russia.
French President Emmanuel Macron, too.
Idea to ask for a truce or a ceasefire, at least to stop the killings, as we discussed, is a necessity. And we all support this idea.
After meeting behind closed doors for hours, Trump calling Putin and then revealing he began the arrangements for a meeting at a location to be determined between President Putin and President Zelensky. And so the president says after those two leaders come face to face, then he would then join for a separate trilateral meeting, but still major questions on whether this will happen. We have not heard any firm commitments from Russia. And this morning, the French president says he has the greatest doubts that Vladimir Putin actually wants peace.
So all these countries step to the game. They all got something different they're thinking in their mind, saying, we want ceasefire. Some of them think Putin's gonna end it, some of them don't. But can you imagine if they scheduled Zelensky versus Putin MMA fight? Would sell out. Would be fantastic, no?
Putin does judo.
I know. But if it does do what he's got to do. I mean, I tell you what, you see the aggression, though. Putin looks smooth and collective, money, fabulous, all that. He's all sharp. But let me tell you something. When I take a look at Zelensky looks like he's got a lot of anger built up right now. In the chat right now, who would win an MMA fight, UFC fight right now? You got Putin or Zelensky? Who would you take right now if you had to go to watch this shit go down right now? Putin or Zelensky? Let me see it in the chat right now. V, who would you take? Putin?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I feel like sometimes heart is just way more sometimes. And when I look at the aggressive nature Ukraine is going through, those people had to stand up for their country. A lot of people are taken back, first off, by how tough those people are. Don't you think Russia would just pummel them easily? I mean, you said the war's going on. Over.
Oh, by the size of the country,
the military, the country, the people, the energy.
I would say that. Yeah.
Look, they didn't do that, and I know because of NATO, I know because of America. But I'm saying those are Ukrainian troops out there. I know we got troops over there, but they're fighting their own battle right now. In the chat right now, a lot of people coming in the building. We got people saying Putin, some people saying Zelensky. Who would win in the damn battle? I tell you what, if you put Putin in the position that Zelensky's in, I don't think I think Zelensky's like, I got to stand up for my country. Staying over there. You know, a lot of times they'll take the leader of your country out. They're going to let Trump, war's going on, just going to let him just hang out there. I don't think that happens all. I think sometimes they take that leader out of danger zone and put him somewhere. I think Zelensky, I got to give my hat off to him for what he's been going through.
Yeah, and have they been battle tested? Like wars, like Ukraine, like have a history of wars? Like,
no,
yeah,
but much smaller.
I would say we know Russia has histories of wars, like
right, much smaller.
Well, are you talking about with Ukraine?
We're talking about Ukraine is like, oh, Russia, Ukraine, this is going to be really fast. And in eyes of, we're talking about technology. We're talking about the amount of troops. We're talking about the size, the magnitude, the support that Russia has probably, quote unquote, with China and hand-on-hand stuff. They do combat training together and all this kind of stuff. And then you go against a place like Ukraine. Those Ukrainian people are like, whoa. You see their country running into Poland and just fleeing out because they got kids, they got these children. I got to tell you something. There's another video I want to show you right now. It wasn't on the damn screen.
War is crazy nowadays too. It's drones, it's drone warfare. It's just like
different.
It's real different.
That's the only reason why China scares me a little bit, because they got people working over there for $5 a day just making bombs and shit. I don't know. I know they're creating all kind of other stuff, but I tell you what, being over there in China, I bet they're making all kinds of shit every day for what? A fraction of the money. I'm talking the shit that we do for $150, they do for like 84 cents. Legit. Like, they got people over there, them sweat factories making sneakers and shoes and all that. You saw that shit. We had all those videos pulled up.
Yeah.
But, end of the day, when I take a look at what's going on right now, and I'm going to try to listen, if you're watching live in the building right now, I'm going to start pulling up some shit because we're going to go into D.C. right now because a lot has just transpired, V. We're going to get into D.C. right now. I'm going to show some clips on Washington, D.C., on what I believe is about to start happening. I'm going to show that. But before I do that, Donald Trump said peace is coming. And I think that, here's what I'm mad about. All these people that come in the chat every day or whatever, and I don't care what side you're on, you don't think Trump wants to stop this shit? Like, why do we go through all this shit right now to do what they said? Oh, it's a distraction. This isn't a distraction. The war is going on, regardless of who wins the goddamn election. Trump has to stop the war because it's not going to stop. I sincerely feel, by the way, thousands of people are coming here, and I apologize the shit was going on off. But what I'm saying, Vaughn, is I believe wholeheartedly that Trump wants the war to stop, and if it isn't for Trump right now, the war is going to continue. During Joe Biden's operation, the shit didn't do anything. The shit was going to keep on going. So people in the chat right now, are you with me? In the chat, are you with me right now? Some people are like, yeah, I agree, Trump is going to help stop the war. Some people say Trump's not doing anything. How can they say that, though? With all respect to people in the chat, all respect to people watching later, how can they say Trump is doing nothing? I mean, really? What would you say? Would you say he's doing nothing?
Nah, I wouldn't say he's doing nothing.
He's talking to people.
Yeah.
Nothing is what Joe Biden's doing right now. What is Joe Biden doing right
I mean, what's he supposed to do?
Nothing.
He's not the president. I don't even know his job right now. What's his job?
Nothing. That's what I'm saying. He ain't doing nothing. Even when he was there, what was he doing? Nothing. You know what I'm saying. Look, I'm not hating on the man, but what's he doing? Nothing. Kamala Harris kind of running the show over there and other people, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. In the chat right now, Journey, how you feeling in the building? Welcome to the show. Kyle said Epstein files. People in the chat, we know, I agree. I agree that they got to release the Epstein files. I'm not disagreeing with that. But peace is coming. Trump is there day in and day out talking with these countries, stopping wars. He can do whatever he wants to do, and they'll say, oh, he's an asshole. I mean, look, you might not like his policies. You might not like a lot of things, but he's trying to stop shit. Speaking of that, V, let's move into the DC takeover. I got a lot of clips I want to show, and what bothers me is I had a lot more clips to show. I'm going to attempt right now, V, to pull up in the system. If we get disconnected right now, people watching live, stay right there because I'll be back on in 10 seconds. But I'm going to try right now. And see if I can get this on here because I had a clip I want to show you of all the new shit that's going on. Here we go. I got in attendance right now. It's popping up. Okay, we're moving. We're moving, V. Are we in? We're in. Let's take a look right now. More National Guard troops heading to D.C. Let's take a look.
More National Guard troops are headed to the streets of Washington, D.C. 3 Republican-led states are now sending soldiers to support President Trump's very controversial military deployments in the nation's capital.
Another escalation as the governors of West Virginia, Ohio, and South Carolina say they're sending troops to join the military presence that's already on the ground here. The governor of West Virginia is sending 300 to 400 troops, he says, to help restore cleanliness and safety to the nation's capital. The governor of South Carolina says he wants to support the president's initiative, but will pull his troops back if there's a hurricane or some other form of emergency. For now, the Guard members are not carrying firearms, but a White House spokesperson tells CBS News that could change in the coming days. But as of now, the Guard members are also not making arrests. Over the weekend, protesters marched peacefully to the White House, they say to oppose this Trump takeover. The D.C. Police Department built a barrier, including with bicycles, to separate any protesters with the Guard troops who are deployed here. Local D.C. leaders say this is not necessary. The crime is dropping, and the mayor posted over the weekend, Tony, that having troops on American streets is, in her words, un-American.
You're in the chat right now watching live. I got a lot of clips I'm going to show you right now. But here's my question I got for you and people watching live right now. Trump is trying to fix D.C. Why is he doing that? Because there's been a lot of crime. And even reported this year, if you say he went down a little bit, went up a little bit. He's in the White House. Like, he's got to make freaking D.C. nice. It's got to be clean. He's got to make it safe. And honestly, D.C. is not that safe. People can say what they got to say. People say a lot of things. It's wonderful. Look, I've been to D.C. before, several times. And there's great parts of D.C. There's bad parts, just like everywhere else in the world.
Yeah.
But that's where the White House is. This is supposed to be the most spectacular. It's beautiful. It's got these and by the way, they do amazing buildings, and they're phenomenal, and they got all these amazing architectural plans and the IRS and all this. And this is supposed to be wow. Kind of like, we think New York, Statue of Liberty, all these amazing things. But realistically, you take a look at the White House in Washington, D.C. He wants it clean. What I don't get in the chat right now, and I don't understand, people come in, do you think that Trump should clean up D.C., yes or no? I think he should. And I think he should do it respectfully.
Whoever says no is crazy.
Now, you should. People in the chat, this is what I don't get. People come in right now, and you'll see. And I'll tell you right now, and I got to call it like it is. I love a lot of Republicans. I wore my blue jacket because I didn't want any Democrats to be like, he's, whatever. He's Republican. He's MAGA. So I come in, look, I'm wearing a blue jacket. So what it comes down to, V, is like, why are they saying Trump is doing nothing? He's sending troops there to help out the city, just as any city. Why? You send the police. They're not getting it done. They can't get it done. Not enough manpower. Sends all these troops, more National Guards. Nobody wants the feeling of that walking down your street. I get that. But let's be honest right now. It's got to be fixed, whether it's his job or not.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't care if it's my job. This shit's got to get done. It's like this. You wake up in the morning, your husband and wife. I got one. I walk down the thing. She's like, oh, she's making lunches, this and that. The garbage got to go out. I take out the garbage. She takes it out too sometimes. She's like, you're not here. You're not doing it. You're not here. I'm going to do it. She can't go, it's not my job. I'm not doing it. Garbage is full, V.
Yeah.
Got to go out.
And my thing is, like, people are saying, like, it's not necessary or whatever, but these kids can't even go outside and go to the park. It might be hit by a stray bullet or something like that. So it's like...
You're talking all the time?
Yeah, I mean, in inner cities around America, it's not necessarily D.C. all the time, but yeah, it happens frequently in D.C. too. Like,
not a fan of that.
Yeah, it happens frequently in all inner cities in America.
And they sent the National Guard there. Felipe said it's called the National Guard for a reason, people. They're sending there to help. In the chat right now, do you think Trump should do it? Yes or no? In the chat, let me hear how you guys feel. Are you a Trump supporter or not? Put Trump in the chat. Let me see the Trump wave if you're a Trump supporter right now. If you're not, put no. Here's the thing about it. They're cleaning it up. Why the hell would they say not? Let's take a look.
First, I was wondering if you could clarify something President Trump said. He mentioned getting rid of the slums where criminals live. Was he talking about tents or permanent residential buildings? And then the mayor has expressed an interest in clarifying how much of a focus illegal immigration enforcement is as part of this crackdown. Can you say anything about that?
Sure.
And third, any preview on the beautification?
3 questions. I'll try to answer all 3 of them pointedly for you. First, when it comes to what you said, and the president said, the slums of Washington, D.C., he's referring to the most dangerous communities, neighborhoods, and streets in the city where, unfortunately, violence has ravaged these communities and taken the lives of, again, far too many law-abiding D.C. residents. We know on July 5th of this year, just more than a month ago, a 3-year-old beautiful young girl was shot and killed in her car with her family in one of these communities, which is why there has been a surge, despite what many of you have been falsely reporting. And I believe it was the Washington Post who put out a map claiming it to be fact-based when it was just based on, I don't know, accounts that they've heard on the street, not actual statistics and data. So we went and reconfigured the numbers. And as I said, nearly half of all the non-illegal alien-related arrests have occurred in wards 7 and 8 in the District of Columbia, where we know, excuse me, there's the highest rate of crime. So we'll continue to do that. And what was your second question, Stephen?
Legal immigration, how much of a focus that is?
Yeah, look, I mean, the focus is to make D.C. safe and beautiful and to remove public safety threats and violent criminals from our streets. If federal law enforcement, with the help of the Metropolitan Police Department, come across illegal aliens, of course, we are going to abide by this administration's policy of law and order, and we are going to remove illegal criminals from our nation's capital. They will be detained and deported, just like they are in every other community across the country.
You know, here's what bothers me. You know, instead of this, what really bothers me, truthfully. 1,000 people in the chat. Shout out to you.
Make some noise!
What bothers me is this. Instead of saying, my president, our president of the United States of America is going out there to clean up D.C., they're going to say, he can't do that. He's not supposed to do that. Like, maybe that's right. Not supposed to do that. He's not allowed to do that, or he's overstepping. You know how many times as a father you got to overstep certain things, or as a brother, right, cousin, you know,
yeah,
got to step in and get shit done. Sometimes you got to do that.
Yeah,
and I don't think, and I'm using Democrats in a way because I want them to understand, and I'm not hating on Democrats at all. I want them to understand something, and this is for everybody, but I'm talking to Democrats when I say this. If Trump is trying to accomplish something that makes sense, we should support that and say, let's fix our cities. They're violent. They got gang members. And I'm not just talking about D.C. I'm talking about every freaking city in the world that's got problems. Not just D.C., everywhere. Yeah. We can go to Chicago. We can go to New York. We can go to L.A. We can go everywhere.
And the thing is, like, we're both black men. Like, we know it's our community, and I know the history behind, you know, of how we got to this point and everything like that. But the bottom line is we're to this point. So it's like the youth, you see the music videos and stuff. These kids aren't lying in their raps anymore. Like, it's not just fiction. They're telling the truth about if they just shot 8 people, they're going to go to the studio and talk about the 8 people they just shot, or a whole bunch of different things like that. Like, the kids are really like getting out of hand. Like, something needs to be done.
And Trump's trying to stop that.
Yeah.
And they're not, the people of D.C., there's a lot of people that are like, thank you. He literally saying, I'm going out to a restaurant for the first time in years to go somewhere that I really like, take my wife to, and I can walk down that street and it feels good. Even if there's some bad people there that are there at the moment, you see National Guard, you see police, you go, hey, they're not going to bother me right now. I think it's a great thing. Let's take a look at this.
And people keep saying crime is down, but okay, crime is down, but
even
that
if it
doesn't.
Is down.
Yeah, that doesn't stop the fact that it's still happening.
Yeah. Like, hey, look, you know what? Today, V, you know, if you're an alcoholic, God bless you. If you're an alcoholic, you know, hey, I usually drink a 12-pack every night. Hey, only drank 9 today. Got to fix that. Yeah, we got to get you down to 1, 2. We got to get you to 1, 2, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying
get you to 1, 2, and then maybe we can get you just to drink something on the weekend.
Yeah, 1, 2 punch.
Just enjoy yourself on the weekend.
1, 2 punch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get it right for him. Hey, all I got to say is this.
It shouldn't be that frequent. It shouldn't be that normal.
No, it shouldn't. And take a look at this clip. This is what New Yorkers had to say. By the way, there's a lot of Republicans, a lot of Democrats in New York. But the media focuses on Democrats, right? They want to show it. Let's show how they looked out there.
I hope it doesn't come to New York.
How well is it going to go in New York? Seeing people like that on the subway. Hochul tried that.
He's trying to make being homeless a crime, and it's not a crime. It's a social issue that we need to deal with.
How is it going to make the city safer? He doesn't live here. What the hell does he know? I don't like taking the subway now. I can't imagine what it's going to be like with having the National Guard in the subway station.
I don't know. If that happens to New York, it's going to be really bad.
Look, V, how can she... Listen, I lived in New York, okay? Born and raised, born in Pennsylvania, grew up in New Jersey. Pennsylvania for 6 months, lived in Jersey my whole life. New York. I used to go to the subways, V, and I was young. Jump on the subway, had like $10. Literally couldn't get anywhere. One subway back, shit, stuck, right? It was cool, though, because as a kid, you're running around having fun, enjoying yourself. Nowadays, the freaking subways are horrible. I mean... when they put the police down there, you walk by your wife, your girlfriend, your children. You can walk in the subway. There's police there. It feels pretty good. When there's no police there and there's no National Guard and shit like that, your wife feels a little worried about certain things.
You've been seeing them videos, like people are set on fire, people getting stabbed, people like it's not that safe down there.
No.
Yeah.
And look, I love all the Democrats coming to build and hang out with me right now. But the reality is, if Trump goes there and goes, we're going to fix that shit right now, what are Democrats going to say? Oh my God, you're overstepping. You can't do that. That's New York City. You can't do that. You can't sit in there. Why are you doing that? We're doing that because something's going on with the city right now, and we want the shit to get fixed. Right?
Yeah.
What the hell are they doing out there?
It's really for the youth. Like it's really for the youth. They're the ones that are like out there causing the issues, and they're the ones like really like ramping up the violent crimes nowadays.
There is a lot of youth out there causing problems.
Yeah.
And is it how they're raised, or is it because just going crazy?
It's just, remember how we was talking about
TV?
Yeah,
Internet?
it's just a lot of things. It's
Fame?
just a concoction of things.
Trying to be an influencer?
Yeah.
Trying to be the first person to go out there on, I don't want to say exactly, but you're on YouTube doing your streaming something you shouldn't be streaming. Bang. Famous now. In jail. Right? Like, so it's going to, hey, I'm going to go Facebook Live this shit, and then you turn around, you're in jail tomorrow, like, I was stupid. All your buddies are like, oh, you got a street cred. Now you look like an asshole. Now you're in jail for the next 5-7 years, but your Instagram is big.
Yeah.
Like that's bullshit.
Like if anybody knows about drill music or anything in there, like them kids are not lying. They do all of that stuff they're saying.
They're doing all that crazy shit, and people are like, why is Trump going there? I'm not saying that Trump does everything perfect. People come to the chat right now. You know I greatly appreciate it. First time watching the chat, put first time. We call it like it is, and don't come in here and get your panties in a bunch, because Vaughn and I, you know how we get. Yeah, so I'll let you guys know right now, we got to call it like it is. Keep it fun. I'm not coming here trying to make you be a MAGA supporter, or coming in trying to make you be a Democrat. I'm trying to tell you the reality. If the city sucks right now and it needs to be cleaned up, wow, you went from a violent of number 10 down to number 8. Yeah, it's getting a little better. Doesn't matter. We want to get the shit away. We want your kids to grow up. We want your families to grow up. Walk with your wife. Have your wife jog down the street or whatever. Your kids are at school. You go on a date. You're not worried about them. Look, V, I live in an amazing neighborhood. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Nothing like how I grew up in a great place, but my neighborhood, I would say, is a lot safer. I live in a great spot. The reality is I still worry about my kids every damn day to go to school. There's no worries. We got no issues. We got no shootings. We don't have a lot of crime, none of that. It's a great, beautiful place in South Miami area. It's wonderful. And you can look it up on the computer, type in Palmetto Bay, type in Pinecrest, type in Coral Gables. The problem is, V, I still worry about my kids every single day because I'm a parent. If you're walking down DC blocks right now or walking in the inner cities in Chicago or LA or New York, you got to worry a lot more. Your kid just walking down the damn street.
Yeah, them people in Chicago, they you know how worried they are about their kids?
Every day.
St. Louis, you know how worried they are about their kids?
Every day.
Going outside, come on.
Scriptbot in the building said right now, you know how we get, son. You see him in the chat right now? Yeah. You know how we get. If you're in the chat right now, it's your first time watching, let us know. But if you're a subscriber of the show, put an S in the chat right now. By the way, we're doing a lot of giveaways heading into tomorrow. We're going to bring the wheel back in the building. Definitely Monday. I'm trying to get in tomorrow. As soon as we get 1,000 people in the live stream, bang, we're spinning that wheel, giving out money. We cannot wait for that.
And people are saying, like, what about school shooters? That's a problem too. But, like, you can't just ignore problems. You just got to say, like, you got to acknowledge, yes, this is a problem too. You can't just be like, what about this?
So wait, so what about school shooter? What is that about? That's everywhere. That's anywhere. It could be in great schools, bad schools, good schools. I'm not saying that doesn't happen. It happens everywhere. Yeah. It happens in great communities.
And that's kind of hard to pinpoint too. You don't know where that's going to happen next. Like,
Happens.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, here's a message right now. It said, hey guys, what are you willing to give up in exchange for safety? You like having to show papers everywhere you go, we banning guns. These are conversations, these are good questions in the chat. By the way, we're gonna start starting Monday.
Wait, you said
I'm gonna pin it, I'm gonna read it again.
Okay.
Starting Monday, guys, if you're watching live, Denise, we greatly appreciate you. I love you. See Cook in the building. Vincent, first time. I see people in the chat. Put an S if you're a subscriber of the show right now. Put first time. I'm going to pin you to the top right now. Denise, we greatly appreciate you. People watching live. We're live every day, Monday through Friday, 10 to 11. It might be 10 to 12 soon. The message says, hey, guys, what are you willing to exchange for safety? Like having to show papers everywhere you go banning guns? No, I don't think that they got to do that. I'm just saying, and the reality is when it gets overwhelming, we clean it up. Restore order back a little bit better. When I say restore order, I'm not saying go out like a dictator. They call Trump a dictator because he's putting out crimes. He's trying to stop wars, but they say he's overstepping how he's doing it. He's stopping the wars.
I think it's more like it's you're not putting solutions in place. Like, what about opportunities for people and stuff like that? Like, you can't just say you're stopping homelessness and then you don't have anything in place for the homeless.
And as we just saw that clip right there where the guy was like, well, he's calling homeless a crime. They're not trying to say homeless is a crime. Say, if you're homeless, okay, we got to get you to a shelter. We got to get you to a place where you get some help.
Yeah. And they said if they refuse help, then that's when you got to go to jail.
Yeah, but see, Democrats aren't going to say that. Democrats aren't going to say that. They're not going to say, hey, he said, if you refuse to help, you go. They're going to say, they're arresting people.
Yeah.
They're going to skip over that. They trim the fat off it, right? And they try to give you the meat and the potatoes. But the meat and the potatoes are the part that people are like, come on now, be real. He isn't like, hey, all these homeless people, you're all arrested, you're all going to jail. It's like, look, we got to clean up the cities. And the governor's not doing that. Governor Newsom's not doing that. All these people out there. And I got more clips I want to show you right now as I was watching live here. People in the building, I greatly appreciate everyone that came in here. That's like, hey, when it went down, our system came back up. There would have been hundreds of thousands of things in here going on. I got more clips I want to show you. And when I took a look back, just going back and looking at what I got on the screen right now, I want to show this clip one more time. Of the National Guard patrol and showing back up, because I think every city needs to be cleaned up a little bit. Look, my house is great. I got to restore order sometimes. My kid gets a little, he's getting to the age, he's 8. He's getting tough. He's pumping his chest out. He's doing push-ups and all of that. I let him get a little inflated, and then I got to, right? We all been through that. I'm walking around feeling tough about myself, scoring touchdowns, football, feeling good about myself. And once in a while, your mom or your dad got to put you back to reality once in a while, right? We all have those moments where we get a little rambunctious. and so I'm saying DC's getting rambunctious, V.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Getting rambunctious. And they got to clean it up. And I think him going out there and doing that, it represents him saying, I'm fixing America. I'm fixing DC. I'm fixing Atlanta. I'm fixing LA. I'm fixing, New York. If he just focused on DC only and said, DC's bad area, then I would say, you know what? It's not good to do that because you're just focusing on one city, calling them out. But if you go through the whole country, right? Not even just the country, the border between Mexico and here. And then we also talk about he's putting out wars in other places, trying to help Putin and Zelensky come to agreement. That's a president of the United States and someone who's the most famous person in the world right now. Yeah. I would say.
There's some people, though, in this chat that's saying that stuff, but will not go on the side of a town that they live. In the city that they live in, they would not go to that part of the town.
Yeah. So Winterlin in the chat right now said, clean up means talking about, so instead of saying we're trying to clean it up, make it nicer, it's, oh, that's fascism. And you, because they're trying to clean it up, that's called clean it up. It's bad, let's clean it up.
And I guarantee you, if she lived in DC, she would be in her area, wherever she lives, but yeah, when it comes to going to like Southeast DC and stuff like that, she wouldn't go down there. She'd be like, oh, I have no reason to go down there.
Yeah.
Obviously, because it's dangerous down there.
Let's take a walk over there and see how you're feeling. So hold on. Evolved Monk, by the way, we read all your messages, just so you guys know. We don't just focus on all the great positive ones. This one said, you guys are delusional. What are we delusional about? What did I miss? I said Trump's cleaned up the city, send National Guard there, going out there, trying to stop crime, trying to stop wars, meeting with Zelensky and Putin. What did I miss, people in the chat? What did I miss? Democrats, I love you, I appreciate you. Republicans, love you and I appreciate you. In the chat, what are we talking about? Winterland said most famous for being evil. Some people are evil. Some people do bad things. But we're talking about a specific topic right now that we're covering, and this is what he's doing. People in the chat, are you with me right now? Put a Y in the chat if you're with me right now. Put yes in the chat if you agree. Put an N in the chat if you disagree. I just want to know what's going on. Tigress said Trump doesn't ask permission. Yeah, I wouldn't ask permission either. If I was in office, I wouldn't ask permission. I wouldn't ask permission to save somebody's kid. I wouldn't ask permission, your kid's in a house fire, he's burning. I'm going to help him out. Yeah. I got my own family to worry about. Your kid's in there on the second floor. How do we get to this kid, V? Get up there, boom, got to toss him down, you catch him. This is what you do. This is what you do as a good parent. This is what you do as a good father. You get out there, you don't ask permission to help people. You literally ask permission to do things that maybe is not helping, but to help somebody when they're falling, you pick them up. DC has fallen in a lot of ways, and it could be a beautiful city. I've been saying this throughout the show. I said, look, they got beautiful architecture. They got amazing buildings. So many great, the White House is there. Trump wants to protect DC and clean it up also to restore the surroundings, because that's where the Oval Office is. That is where the most important person of the United States of America resides, even when it's not Trump. V, whether it's Kamala Harris, if she was in there, if she would have won, if Joe Biden's in there, V, right? This is the most important person that kind of in the country is running the country. Zelensky would be arguably the most important person of Ukraine. Putin is probably the most important person of Russia. You go all around the clock, all around the world, you start seeing that. And in your household, mother and father are taking care of those kids. The most important people in that house got to make sure shit's running correctly. Yeah. And I think that's what he's doing. And I don't think Democrats understand that whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, the city still has to get cleaned up.
You know why he's doing it? Because it don't matter what they're saying. It's about the kids. Yeah. And that's all. Like, it don't matter who's protesting and stuff like that. It don't matter what these people in the chat talking about. It's unconstitutional. It don't matter because.
So we were saying right now.
Well, the Constitution matters because obviously it's in place for a reason, but it don't matter. It's just about the kids. Like, we got to keep the kids safe. And, once, I don't know if people have children in this chat, but if you do, you don't want them running around with a gun in their book bag or gangs running around the street. You don't want them causing a problem. So somebody has to step in.
Agreed. Look at this message right here. Bipolar Bear said, I used to be an addict. Okay. He said,
no, I wasn't.
No, you got to read this. Yeah.
The way you just said it.
But
like,
listen,
in his pause.
But hold on, because I stopped right there. Yeah. But listen to this message. This is an important message, B. Bipolar Bear, I used to be an addict. Even though it was obvious what I was doing there, I still didn't go down there without my pit bull. That was mid-90s, and it's gotten much worse. Someone living there was talking about it.
See?
Right? People in the chat, you guys agree with Bipolar Bear right now? Do you guys agree right now? Lisa, we greatly appreciate you. Do you guys agree with Bipolar Bear just said? Take a look at that message. Just pin it to the top. Look, at the end of the day, when they're trying to clean it up, why would you want to stop somebody from cleaning up your city? I don't understand that for nothing. I mean, I don't understand that for nothing. And I got this clip right
here. And watch, it's going to start trickling into the suburbs and stuff like that too. Because, it's in the music and everything. The suburban youth is going to start getting influenced by that too. So it's going to start trickling over there too.
And then they're going to be like, shit, I wish he was cleaning it up.
Yeah.
I wish he was cleaning it up. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody has to do something.
Somebody come here and help us out. It's getting rough over here.
Come on.
Military control has now been fully implemented in Washington, D.C. Trump has just deployed 800 National Guard soldiers to the city, directly taking over the Washington, D.C. Police Department and stating that Chicago and New York will be the next targets. He promised to crack down on the homeless and what he called bloodthirsty criminals. The most shocking part is that he claimed that if you touch or even just think of touching any statue or monument in Washington, D.C., you will face 10 years in prison. Critics claim that this move is a typical act of dictatorship. Trump even compared Washington, D.C. to Baghdad. But what's the truth? The crime rate in Washington, D.C. has been declining for 2 consecutive years, just like in other regions of the United States. If the crime rate has indeed soared this year, some people believe it will be because he moved there rather than because the crime rate was originally out of control. Many people believe...
It's nothing wrong with D.C. that doesn't happen anywhere else, in the States. Just their presence is good if the D.C. police need assistance, but I don't think they need the National Guard. I've been robbed. I'm a legit citizen. I've been robbed and everything. So some cities are worse than D.C. and the crime rate has gone down.
And the young people, they are kind of out there. I don't know what their problem is, but they getting kind of outrageous. That's in D.C. and in Maryland and New York, everywhere.
he's just starting here, okay? He's not going to end with here. Let him know that he is going against the vast majority. Crime in D.C. is at a low, and he's using that for an excuse.
His accusations that crime is on the rise is baseless. I think it was one of the DOGE folks that got mugged, and he's using that as this catalyst to militarize D.C., which is insanity to me. Insane overreach. It's completely unnecessary.
I think this is a way for him to take control of D.C. like he'd been wanting to do.
Our troops have now arrived in the city after the president declared a crime emergency in our nation's capital and deployed hundreds of guardsmen. FBI, DEA, other federal agents have already been patrolling the streets. And D.C.'s mayor and police chief just met with Attorney General Pam Bondi at the Justice Department.
They're serving more in somewhat of a support role, backing up these various law enforcement agencies that are going to be part of this crackdown. Specifically, we're told that they could be responsible for helping to break up some of these homeless encampments that have popped up throughout D.C. There is no doubt that the crime statistics show that violent crime is dropping in Washington, D.C., but there is still a crime problem here.
How we got here, or what we think about the circumstances right now, we have more police, and we want to make sure we use them.
Speaking of that, V, I want to make an announcement right now real quick. By the way, Jay Wad said, notice how you skip over my comments. Never skipped over your comments. I'll go back right now and take a look. I can't see them all the time. I do see people in the chat right now. I'm going up right now to see. Jay Wad, I do not see your message. I'm scrolling up right now. Please copy and paste what I missed, because I love to read it. Say, nothing but videos, harassment in D.C. That's okay. So harassment videos in D.C., V. Like, that's, come on. He's going to D.C. just to harass people. That's what they think Trump's doing. We're just going to go to D.C. We're going to harass people now. That's what we're going to do. No, we're cleaning it up. The city has problems. And it's not just D.C. New York, Atlanta, Chicago, L.A. Every inner city's got it. We grew up in it.
You heard the woman, the older woman. She said these kids are outrageous, and it's not just D.C. It's boom, 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 different places that she named.
Yeah.
Now, the two dudes that were at the end that were like, nothing's going on. They're the same people, when they see them kids walking up with the shiesties and stuff, they lock their car doors.
Yeah. Just like my mom said the same shit. She was sat out in front of her car one time, just sitting in the car, and before she went in the house, she said, let me go back around the block again. She pulled up, parked in front of the house, and she see people walking down the street. She goes, let me go around the block one more time. See if those people leave. That's not a good feeling.
And then they go on there and say there's nothing wrong.
Nothing wrong. I'm not. By the way, someone said, Big Time said your eyebrows are popping.
Yeah, I heard that a few times. People be thinking I get them done or something. They just naturally like that.
I wasn't sure if he was showing love or he was throwing shade. I wasn't really sure. His eyebrows were popping. I didn't get any comments on my eyebrows. Good for you in the building right now. And look, by the way, I'm taking a look at it right now. I'm going to show something real quick. I got a clip I want to pull up on the screen because they said that they're harassing people. So I got that video, V, that you actually sent me, and we were watching them show up. I think I got it still here. I got to go back and take a look. Here we go. Live patrol. Let's take a look at, and real quick announcement real quick. If you're watching live, every day we get 1,000 people on the live stream. We're spinning that wheel. And when we hit 100,000 views on the show, we got some amazing opportunities to come put your name into a hat for a drawing. Just saying, we're going to do some amazing things, babe. We're going to offer it on the show right now. And today, just so you guys know, over 100,000 views.
Make some noise!
Shout out to the people watching the show. Let's watch this clip, Live Patrol, before we sign off today.
How y'all doing today? Y'all staying in that trouble? You got your ID on you, chick?
Well, no, I live right here.
Okay, cool.
It's a cigarette. Did y'all get a call or something about right here?
No, so we're doing checks, keeping everybody safe down here, right? Have you heard of the federal surge that Donald Trump's putting out?
No.
Right. You don't follow like Code 3, anything like that people are putting up? All right, so yeah, Trump's got all federal agencies kind of coming together, 7 days of going out, trying to stop the violent crime, all kind of stuff. So we're out here contacting people, talking to them, right? Quality of life offenses, smoking, drinking in public, right? Can't happen outside, right? Most people know that. Right? So we're contacting people, trying to advise them of the law so they learn, right? And then if there's other stuff going on where it turns into there's multiple agencies or somebody, there's a shooting and things like that. So there's extra hands to go, all right? So we're just out here trying to inform people and educate people. It's not like we're trying to just go grab people and ruin someone's life over a joint or something like that, all right?
I only asked because when you walked up, at the moment you walked up, you only had eggs.
Yeah, well, it smelled like the odor of marijuana, burnt marijuana in the air, right? And you're the only guy that had something lit in your hand, and I didn't flash right, so I didn't realize it was just a cigarette. So that's on me. I appreciate you understanding and not getting chippy. All right, so just know, right? Learn, teach, tell your boys, like, yo, everybody's out, from FBI to park police. Right? So do your thing. Let them know. Don't be smoking outside. Don't be drinking outside. Because Donald Trump is tired of it. People coming to visit.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know smoking in public?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the arrestable offense.
Because in Maryland, it's recreational use, so I didn't know.
Yeah, so D.C. it's recreational use as well, right? But you can legally possess up to 2 ounces. You can gift an ounce to your boy, right? So if you had 2 ounces and he said he needed a zip, you can give him a zip, but you can't smoke outside.
No, he felt about the zip, V. And so talking about giving a zip, passing a zip, giving a gift, gifting a zip, whatever, you know, he's in it. People in the chat right now. Dr. Luke in the building, we greatly appreciate you. By the way, it wasn't about the tobacco. People, we use tobacco on the show, but you know what they were smoking on. So look, if you're going to smoke, you got to go in the house. And if they are smoking tobacco, it's okay. You could do that. You just can't smoke, you know, the green out there. You know what I'm saying? Smoke weed every day. Can't be doing that out, just walk around public streets. You know, it's not a really good thing to do that anyway. Like, who wants to walk around smelling that all over the place, all that? It just, to be honest with you, sometimes it's just about the morality of it or the code of ethics. Like, you can do it, it's fun, great, do it. But do it in your house, do it out back of your house. You know, walk around, and even when you're drinking alcohol, walk down the street, just with bottles in your hand. It's just not a good look for the city, clean the city up. I agree with all that. Now, I don't think you should be doing law and order on things that you shouldn't be controlling, overstepping. I just think Trump said, look, we got to step up. We got to handle some shit, V. People in the chat, you love them.
And it's not really a problem with that, but it's just like the overall scheme of things right now. We're just cracking down on everything right now. It's just, that's not really an issue. That's what he's saying. That's not really an issue to me. I don't really care about, they got us out here for a reason. So, you know, I'm doing my patrols and, you know, just let your boys know. That's what he said. Let your boys know.
He was helpful in the video. I'm glad he sent it. Listen, that guy walked around the city and said, look, I'm just walking by to let you know what's going on. There's a new mandate going on. We're walking around. Let your boys know. Let your people know. We're not trying to arrest you for something stupid. You're showing up, doing what you got to do. We're more than happy to have you out here enjoying D.C. You're doing the right things. Great. We love having you here. But if you're out here doing the wrong things, you know, we got to take it in different hands.
Yeah. I feel like people, I don't know. I'm reading the chat a little bit. It's like, I don't know if they're just trolling or they just want a free-for-all. Like,
it's just part of it. It's part of it.
Yeah.
If you're in the chat right now.
They want a free-for-all out here. They want Grand Theft Auto.
They want Grand Theft Auto.
They want Grand Theft Auto 6.
If you're in the chat right now watching live, let's see it right now. If you're a Republican, put an R in the chat right now. If you're a Democrat, put a D in the chat right now. Let's see right now, real quick, before we sign off today. Republicans, put an R in the chat. If you're a Democrat, put a D in the chat right now. I just want to see how you guys feel about it. Show some love. We greatly appreciate you. Smack that like button right down. Tech support said we sound ridiculous because we're only speaking facts. There's some independents out there. There we go. Drop in the chat. Republicans, Democrats. Look,
it's more racist for them not to want the youth to stop killing each other.
I'm saying.
Like, these are our, like, that's what I'm saying. We're two black men. These are our youth. This is our cousins, our little brothers, our So it's like we're concerned about that type of stuff because that trickles into our families and stuff like that.
We give it to them straight, babe. That's all we know. People watch live, thanks for joining our show today. We love and appreciate you. Make sure right now, give you guys a chance the last few minutes. Right now, smack the like button, subscribe. If we get to 200 likes in the next 30 seconds, I'll give a lucky person $200. Smack the like button right now. Get a chance to make some money. Smack the like button. Subscribe to the show. If you subscribe today in the chat, let me know. Put I just subscribed today. Let us know you're a part of the show. We love and appreciate you. Without you, there is no freaking show. And we show love to everybody. Republicans, Democrats, we love everybody. We don't give a damn what side you're on. Just come in and let us know how you're feeling. RJC said, great show. Guys, look, I appreciate you. We appreciate them. They're out here showing love to us. We appreciate them. Super chat's coming. Dr. Luke said, super chat coming to the building. High energy and respectful. Said thanks for being on YouTube, Republican. We love and appreciate it. We appreciate that. We love and appreciate that. Let me tell you something. In the chat right now, everybody put doctor in the chat. Can we put doctor in the chat right now? You know what? Right now in the chat, everybody put doctor in the chat. We appreciate that. Super chats, we love and appreciate you. Our freaking moderators, we love and appreciate you. Pibble Mama, MVP, Candy, Tracy, Christina, Crow, we love and appreciate you. Jay Book in the house, how you felt? Lisa, we love and appreciate anyone that's in the chat right now. Look, we appreciate you. And there's no reason for people to come in here right now, and get all worked up about something crazy. Speak the facts, though. Don't come here and go, oh, he shouldn't do it. Just be look, why shouldn't he do it? Because I feel this is an amendment and we are safe. That's okay, you could say that. But let's be honest. He's not walking around D.C. sending people to D.C. because he thinks that everything is just so beautiful there and there's no violence and it's very clean and everyone's respectful and there's no fighting and there's no gangs and it's really nice. He's sending people there because the shit needs help, like a lot of other cities, V. You with me on that?
Yeah.
Let's move on. We appreciate you guys. All love to people in the building. Make sure you subscribe to our show. We're getting ready to hit 70,000. We love and appreciate you. I don't care what side you're on. I don't care what you say. Tech support, Winterland. I don't care if they're trolling the chat. We love and appreciate them. Philippia said, MAGA, baby. We love and appreciate you. And we have a lot of people out here that are going to be joining us on our show. We got live call-ins starting Monday, V. They can call into the show. And if you guys want to win $500, we have a giveaway coming on Monday. We need 100 people in the show before it starts. We start at 10 o'clock. Come at 9:50. Come at 9:55. The minute the countdown starts at 10, if we have 100 people waiting for the countdown, I've been saying this, V. $500 giveaway. V, who wants $500? Hey, V, I'd want $500.
Shoot, I'm trying to win.
Yeah, V's in the chat trying to figure where he can get the damn giveaway. People in the chat right now, we love and appreciate you.
I'm trying to figure out how can I rig it for myself.
How can V get rigged up in the chat? Shout out to you beautiful people. And by the way, Vaughn, you got to make your Instagram. They keep asking for it. People in the chat, they want to follow you on Instagram. You guys got social media, Brandon Mason Show.
I'm not going to be doing nothing on there. What they want me to do?
No, they want to see your clips, V. They want to see you in action. People in the chat. Dr. Luke, we appreciate. Shout out for the beautiful chat. Dr. Luke, we greatly appreciate. Thanks for joining our show today. We love and appreciate you so freaking much. I hope you're here every day, Monday through Friday, hanging out with us. A lot of people coming in, a lot of great people. And yes, we got real giveaways, Old Rounder. Old Rounder, bro, we're going to do it. It was an Old Rounder, bro. We love and appreciate you. Yeah, we do real giveaways on the show. We give out money all the time. And we're bringing the wheel back, V. I just told them, starting Monday, the wheel's going to be right here. Once we hit 1,000 people in the live stream, bang, we're spinning that wheel, giving out money. And remember, if we had 100,000 views on a show just like today, we already hit on today's show, just so you guys know, over 111,000. Every time we hit over 100,000 views, we're gonna add a different opportunity for people on the live stream. But starting Monday, you can call into the show. All love to you watching across the lands of YouTube. Make sure you join our show, join our social media. Brandon Mason Show. We're live every day, Monday through Friday, 10 to 11. We will soon be 10 to 12 because sponsors are coming in. We have some new shit that was delivered today. We have an alcohol sponsor coming in the building too. We love and appreciate you. Leave a message on this video as I sign off and add us on all social media. I'll be uploading all kind of shit today. See you guys later. V, say bye to these people because they're showing love to you. We appreciate it. Got the eyebrows on fleek out there. We love and appreciate that in the building. All love to you. We'll see every one of you guys tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. All love to you.
Love this. I love it. You just regular and so authentic, Asia. But one thing I love is I love seeing you at those fashion shows because you were nominated for an Emmy for Lessons in Chemistry.
Yes.
And you walked that red carpet. Girl, I want to know because how did it feel?
Yes.
Yes. See, they